Welcome to WWP Clips. This is the official Clips channel for We Want Picks. We will be uploading our individual fight breakdown videos here, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our content. And as always, go to wewantpicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. First up at UFC Austin, we have Roman Dolidze taking on Kyle Daukaus. Roman Dolidze is 9-1 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, and that one loss was a sketchy loss to Trevin Giles. Kyle Daukaus is 11-2 overall, 2-1 with the no contest being an accidental headbutt with Kevin Holland. And this is one of several rebooked fights on the card. And what I love about rebooked fights is you can see what the market did to a line, right? So the bookies put out a line, people bet on it, then the bookies get a do-over a few months later, and they could start to line somewhere else. And there really was not a lot of movement here. Roman was a plus 200 last time. Now he opened at a plus 180 before being bet right back to where it was. So not many changes, but what's really weird about that to me is last time this fight was booked, it was Roman stepping out on short notice. It was like a week or something short notice. So on short notice, the market determined Roman Dolidze is a 2-1 underdog. But now it's not short notice. There's a camp. It's a normal booked fight. And the market still said Roman Dolidze is a 2-1 underdog. And I find that so strange because, I mean, I guess those circumstances don't play any factor in it whatsoever to most of the market, and that's odd to me. Comment in the live chat or in the comments.
To plus 210. He's plus 210 now, so already moving even more.
So he's even more of an underdog with a full camp than he was on short notice. It actually makes no sense to me. But
it makes me sick.
You're not doing the Southern Cowboy thing. First of all, I actually have a bolo tie. I'm not going to wear it. That's stupid.
Roman throw Dolidze, it on. Come on.
I don't know where. I do have it. I bought it at the
Go look
Fort
for
Worth.
it. We got time.
I bought it at the Fort Worth Stockyards.
You know what's funny is I have a flannel shirt. It's sitting right next to me. I was going to wear, but literally my shoulders have gotten, I mean, you can see, they've gotten too massive to where I couldn't button it. It's a flannel shirt that I was wearing a year ago, but I mean, look at me. And I couldn't button the shirt, so how you doing? Okay. Single ladies.
Roman Dolidze is a world champion grappler. A world champion grappler. I'm emphasizing that as much as possible. He's not a very good grappler. He's levels above that. He is a world champion, and I'm emphasizing that because people forget. People see him march forward. He's got power in his hands. They see him strike for 3 rounds, throwing bombs, and they forget what he's actually good at and what he actually does and what his background is. People think he's just sort of a busy come-forward striker, but he's not. He is a world champion grappler. Kyle Daukaus, he's the younger brother of heavyweight striker Chris Daukaus, but they have very opposite fighting styles. Chris is the dominant striker who does not really want to grapple, and Kyle is the exact opposite. He's just an okay striker, and he absolutely wants to grapple, and that's because Kyle's a pretty good grappler. He's got solid clinch work. His boxing is just okay, as I mentioned, and I have to imagine that Kyle wants to get this to the ground as he does every other fight, but he only has a 27% takedown accuracy, and that's going to make things a little tricky. I think this entire fight probably comes down to takedowns and takedown defense, and the reality is Roman is 100 times the grappler that Daukaus is, but even though he's more technically sound, he's bigger and stronger, he does have cardio issues, and his takedown accuracy is also low. It's not the 27% that Kyle's is, but it is only 52%. And more importantly, his takedown defense is only 37% to Kyle's 85%. So while I do not think this is going to be an easy fight for either one of these guys, I think this is actually a war. I think skill for skill, Roman Dolidze is better everywhere. I think he hits harder. I think he's the better striker. I think he's stronger. I think he's got better takedowns, and I'm positive he's the better grappler. So Roman Dolidze is my pick. I'm shocked at this line. I understand Roman has cardio issues, but shit, man, Kyle Daukaus is a grappler and Roman Dolidze is a world champion grappler. I don't get it. I don't get the line. What do you think, Jackie Boy?
I actually see this almost like the Jacob Malkoun, Brendan Allen fight from last week with Roman Dolidze being Jacob Malkoun, because he's more the wrestler, where Kyle Daukaus is more of the pure jiu-jitsu guy. Roman has, actual wrestling and also grappling as well. Obviously, he's a very good grappler in his own right, but Kyle Daukaus, he's kind of a pillow-fisted non-athlete that just finds weird ways to win. I mean, his nickname is the Darce Knight, I believe. He's great at the front chokes, which actually kind of worries me in this fight, because Roman, although he does have decent takedowns, they're not the best takedowns, right? And a lot of them are just kind of muscle takedowns. They're not super technique to where, I need to put my head this way, move my body this way. And against Kyle, a guy that is so good at, guillotines and darces and anacondas and all that good stuff, it worries me, not in the early rounds, right? I think that Roman will control the tempo and cage control. You saw that against Staropoli. He basically just held him against the cage. He couldn't really get the takedown, but literally just held him against the cage for like the entire first round. I see kind of the same thing happening first round, second round. And then you kind of worry about the gas tank of Roman. If it is tough, because if they have a couple scrambles and Kyle Daukaus needs to win a few sweeps if he gets taken down. He can't be the guillotine guy. I keep talking about these guillotine guys, and I don't think he really is the guillotine guy. I think he tries for stuff like that, but he's pretty good at scrambles and sweeps to get back in position. I want to go Roman Dolidze. I honestly do, but Kyle Daukaus is just one of those guys that in his scrambles, in his sweeps, and the way that Roman kind of fades. I saw him in that Staropoli fight in the third round. Instead of Staropoli started to offensive wrestle, and instead of just trying to get back to his feet, he started to do that roll thing, right? Try to roll through things and ended up in his back in that situation. I see Kyle Daukaus losing the first round, getting a little bit stronger in the second round, and then the third round, if we're still in that position, I see Roman taking bad shots, Kyle winning sweeps, and finding a submission. I'm actually probably going to play like a Kyle Daukaus third round submission type bet, because I see Roman fading. Kyle will still be there with his jiu-jitsu. I think he ends up on top and finds a submission. So I understand the Roman Dolidze play, but I also kind of understand the odds in this situation. So my play is going to be Kyle Daukaus, but if Roman Dolidze comes in and just out wrestles him for 3 rounds, that's going to be no surprise to me. So I'm going Kyle Daukaus.
Yeah, I'm on the other side, and you just got to look at skill sets and you break down their individual skill. If they were in a boxing match, Roman Dolidze I think wins that boxing match. If they were in a jiu-jitsu tournament, I think Roman Dolidze wins that jiu-jitsu tournament. So I'm trying to, other than a marathon where we know Roman's cardio can be questionable, I think Roman beats Kyle Daukaus everywhere. So Roman Dolidze is the pick. Listen, the line's moving. You said it's already plus 210. I did these graphics at noon Central Time. He was plus 195. So he's already moved to plus 210. Let it move, because I'll either throw a money line on it or I'll do one of my favorite plus 3.5 bets. And if you don't know what that is, I'm just buying a round on the judges' scorecard. And if you're going to get Roman Dolidze at plus 200, you buy 1 round on the judges' scorecard. I don't know what those odds are yet. We'll see what they are, but it's probably going to be about even money or minus 120. And all he needs to do is win 1 single round. And I don't think he gets stopped. That's for sure. You do. But I don't think he gets stopped. So I'm probably going to do that bet. I'll take a look when those minus 140. Honestly, that's not terrible. He just has to win 1 round.
It's not. Because I think he easily wins the first round. It's just whether he gets tired and stopped after that. And people are saying, I saw somebody mention the Trevin Giles fight. Roman Dolidze is an undefeated fighter. I mean, I had
that fight. Yeah.
I had Trevin as my lock of the week, and that was the luckiest lock of the week I have ever seen in my life. Roman won that fight. He is an undefeated fighter.
Yeah, that was actually one of the worst decisions we've seen up until that point. Now there's some bad ones recently. But anyway, I like Roman Dolidze. I'm probably going to do that plus 3.5 bet. You know my spiel. If you go to weonpicks.com/bets, we have 5 different betting partners, and BetOnline is the only partner that offers that buy a round bet. So check that out. weonpicks.com/bets. If you sign up, if you make a deposit, I'll send you $50. And if we're talking about DraftKings, $7,500. I think Roman Dolidze is a pretty solid play. I think he'll get the takedowns. He'll get the control time. I think he wins the fight. But even if he doesn't, even if you don't think he does, he should be worth $7,500. And especially a card like this with some expensive guys.
Yeah, I hate Kyle Daukaus at $8,700. I do love Roman, because Kyle Daukaus is not a guy that really defends takedowns. He doesn't mind going to the ground, right? So if Roman is getting aggressive with those takedowns, he'll go to the ground with them and just try to win sweeps. So, and with those sweeps too, it can go back and forth. If Kyle ends up on top and then it's another sweep, now you have 5 points for the takedown, you have 5 points for the sweep. I mean, they add up quick. So,
Yeah, and then if we're talking about Monkey Knife Fight strike line, Monkey Knife Fight's daily fantasy, all you need to do is say more or less on the number of strikes. And if you're right, you can triple your money. I like Roman Dolidze and Kyle Daukaus to go over. I think this is a back and forth fight. I think it goes to a decision, frankly, because I keep talking about Roman Dolidze, world champion grappler, but Kyle Daukaus is still a good grappler. So I think it's more and more. Check that out at weonpicks.com/MKF. Jacob, you nodded, so you agree.
Yeah, they're both skilled enough to be able to survive each other unless somebody's cardio gives out, So.
Nope, I completely agree with you there.